Launched in Japan in 1985 as the Sega Mark III, the Sega Master System came to the US in 1986 and the European market in 1987. It was updated in 1990 with the Sega Master System 2 model, which was a cost-reduced machine. Now, despite its failings in Japan and the US, the Master System was the dominant machine in Europe, and as such saw a number of games released for it during its life cycle, which came to show the true power of the hardware, which may have passed many people by in other parts of the world. So here are 5 showcase games for the Sega Master System. First up, from Sega themselves, is their own release, Castle of Illusion. This was a Disney license featuring Mickey Mouse and proved to be a highly popular game. As you can see from the intro here, it's very colourful and looks almost 16-bit in terms of its imagery. The animation and music in this game are superb, and trust me, there are few 8-bit games on any machine that look and move as well as this one does. Now, I'm not going to claim to be a great games player. In fact, I'm absolutely rubbish at platform games, as this footage shows. But you can see the sheer quality in the game's graphics. This is a superb looking game, and far beyond anything that Nintendo could produce on their NES. Yes, sorry Nintendo fans, I know games like Mario 3 are brilliant, but there is nothing on the Nintendo system that looks this nice. It must be said, this game uses a strange 2-button control system for defeating enemies, which does sometimes get a little bit annoying, having to press one button to jump and then the second button to launch your attack during the jump. But this shouldn't put you off. If you enjoy platform games and have access to a Master System, this game is a must-play title. Up next is a title that many wouldn't expect to see on the Master System. It's a conversion by US Golden Probe of the excellent Mega Drive title Road Rash. Now, many people would assume that the Master System just doesn't have the horsepower under the hood to be able to run this game. Well, as you can see, they would be wrong. Scrolling isn't quite as smooth as the Mega Drive version, but given that we're operating on an 8-bit system launched in 1985, this is outstanding. There are hills, roadside details, and you get a very good sensation of speed. In fact, looking at the game, it's not drastically dissimilar to its 16-bit big brother. Now, as I said, this game was only released in Europe and I believe Brazil. The Americans and the Japanese never got to play this due to the point in the Master System's life cycle it was released. I do wonder if games such as Road Rash had been available to the American and Japanese markets, whether the Master System would have been more popular in these markets. As it is, we'll never know. But look at it. This is a stunning game for an 8-bit console. Show me anything on any other 8-bit console that matches this. You can't. This is probably one of the best, if not the best looking 8-bit console racer. And it sounds pretty good as well. The music is recognisable when put up against the Mega Drive version. And that's not bad for a machine with just 3 programmable sound channels plus a noise channel. And now we come to another game from Sega. This was a game that launched on the Mega Drive and turned out to be a massive hit. I'm talking, of course, about Streets of Rage. Now, what you can tell there straight away from this intro is that the music is great. That's because Yuzo Koshiro redid his own music for the 8-bit machine. Now, don't ask me what's going on with the footage here. For some bizarre reason, when I was capturing this, it cropped the sides of the game off. But as you can see, for a Master System game, indeed for any 8-bit game, this uses some pretty large sprites and everything's pretty well animated. It's very smooth, very colourful, and again, it's one of those games that looks like it shouldn't be running on the hardware it is. But here you go. This is an excellent conversion of its 16-bit brother. It plays beautifully, it sounds great, it looks great. Again, show me a beat 'em up on an 8-bit machine that looks like this and plays as well as this does. You'll struggle. Yes, there are versions of Double Dragon which are pretty good, but I don't think they get close to the quality of this. Not at all. The team at Sega behind this did an amazing job. In fact, I'd say this is better than the conversion of Streets of Rage 2, which was later produced by the same group, in that they didn't try to cram too much in, whereas with Streets of Rage 2, they did. And now we come to another late period platform game, this time from Virgin Interactive. It's the Master System version of the Aladdin license from Disney. Now, everybody knows how spectacular the 16-bit version of this for the Mega Drive was, produced by Dave Perry. Well, whilst not quite that superb, as you can clearly see, this is another Master System game that doesn't look like an 8-bit console title. This again looks 16-bit quality. The graphics are superb. Look at the animation on the sprites. That is beautiful. So many frames of animation, and it runs beautifully. You'll even notice on the backgrounds, yes, as you can see I'm rubbish at this game, but you'll even notice on the backgrounds there's a parallax effect going on. This really does look superb for a machine running on an 8-bit Z80 processor. Whatever skills these programmers had, I take my hat off to them because it is amazing. And yes, I died again. Like I said, I'm rubbish at games like this. It's just not my thing. I will also mention the music here. Again, it's another brilliant use of the Master System's audio system. despite the fact that the Western version of the Master System doesn't have the FM synthesis that was added to the Japanese one, the music sounds brilliant. It's recognisably the music from the film. And now here's one for fans of Sonic the Hedgehog. The Master System was home to a number of great games for Sonic fans. The versions of Sonic 1 and 2 were both brilliant yet different to the Mega Drive versions, and Sonic Chaos, which was the Master System equivalent of Sonic 3, is different yet again. The Sonic games have always been impressive graphically, whichever platform they were on, but this is easily the best of the 8-bit versions in terms of its looks. It looks very close to the 16-bit original. By that, of course, I mean the original Sonic the Hedgehog. And it looks, again, leagues beyond anything that was available on Nintendo's NES. The game's colourful, bright, fast, and it plays really well. Yes, despite my rubbishness. You know, it's a Sonic game. It's about speed, and as you can see, it is pretty fast. Okay, I'm not the best, but there you go. And it sounds pretty good. Okay, that score sound is a little bit irritating, but the music in the game is really well done. Okay, there's a few graphical glitches here. This was caused by the capture that I did, which is my fault. Trust me, when you're actually playing the game, there's none of these glitches. I'm not quite sure why these ended up in the video footage, because they were not visible when I was playing the game. And here's another example of me being absolutely rubbish at playing games. So there you have it. That's 5 showcase titles for the Sega Master System. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to disagree with anything I have to say, feel free to leave a comment below or go to my Twitter feed at 8_16_32bit and let me know. Don't forget, if you really enjoyed this video, to give it a like and hit the subscribe button. I will be eternally grateful for that. And if you really, really loved it, you can go to my Twitter feed and find a link to my coffee.com page where you can buy me a coffee. So, this is Learned Rob for 81632bit saying thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.